What's up, everybody? Circus here coming at you with well, it's a kind of an interesting video. We got -1 here. He is qualified for the KCGT main tournament coming up. So it's
That
basically
is correct.
like virtual worlds, right? Since we can't have a physical worlds this year. So Konami has player profiles, right, in game that you can check out. And they ask you to submit replays so people can kind of watch and see what kind of player you are. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's pretty much covers it. They do it pretty much every Worlds,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm pretty sure they did it last year for last KCGT. So this I don't think they'll change anything up this year.
Now you're qualified for the main tournament because you won a Casey Cup in what was it, 2019? Was it 2 years ago?
Yeah,
Wow, or almost 2 years ago?
back in November 2019, right?
Right, and then there was the next year's Worlds was canceled, and that's when they did the first KCGT. So your invite is still good for this one, then, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that's how that works. If anybody's wondering, so they've asked everybody to submit a replay, and since you're taking this very seriously, you and your friend Sniffus together, and you guys decided to have some fun with it, right?
Have some fun with it is definitely a,
Okay.
a fair phrasing.
All right, let's take a look at this first duel. I do believe this is the one where you guys are doing kind of like a epic anime duel between like Cyrus and Zane.
Yeah,
So
so
if
in
you
the
want to
first
explain.
duel, we were kind of messing around with, you know, how do we want to approach this? So we could like the normal thing to do is submit a replay that you just play on ladder, and I
Right,
just played against an Exodia player or something,
right,
something like kind of standard. But we don't want to do standard here. We're trying to get anime as possible because
right.
that's what Konami is looking for at the end of the day. So,
Hmm.
to make Konami happy, like, how about we, spice things up?
So this one I thought was pretty funny because you sent me the replays and I started watching them. I knew right away what this one was. I'm like, this is just total anime here. So what are you guys trying to do? Because on the stream, you guys stream this and you guys were like talking this through, right? Play by play. Like, how do we make this more anime, right?
Yeah, yeah, we were talking back and forth. Okay, so we have. Okay, this is what I'm working with. This is what you're working with. How do we make this as interesting as possible?
So this is
Because
completely
it's
staged,
like,
right? There's nothing real about this.
okay, well, yes and no. There were this is like authentically like we're trying to get the best replay possible, and if there's like a little bit of okay, if I do this in a real game, I guess I would lose. So
Right.
like um I should if it were like a real to make it at least to a degree believable, I should play in such a way that is like, believable.
But you guys are using banned cards here, right? I just saw grass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you, you're gonna see grass another time. But
It's just a really old
yeah,
replay, right? Is that what you're gonna tell them?
yeah, just an old replay. Nothing too crazy. But I mean, if it's for making it more interesting, then why not? That's like really that's like I guess the main part,
So we
just to
have
make it more interesting.
we have three of them here. Are you gonna submit one of these for certain?
Um, I'm these were just the ones that we thought of initially. If we
Hmm.
think of something more crazy, then maybe we'll try to make find something else.
Uh huh.
But this was this is the baseline.
Okay.
Hopefully, it only gets crazier.
So when do you have to have these in by then?
I would have to double check in game
Okay.
to give you like an exact date.
This is the part I think is pretty crazy when we get to the end here. He brings out this thing, the ultimate battle machine, right? And then you bring out a cheese card on your turn, right? Oh wait, he's got to finish his turn here. Oh my. There it is, Parasite
Yeah,
Croy. And then don't you do the same thing in
yeah,
return?
yeah. So part of this was to get to, um, 1,000 or below, because if you're at 1,000 or below, you can activate the skill No Excuses, which for those that do not know, lets you add Power Bond to your hand. And so this was all in the end to be able to summon Parapsychroid with Power Bond,
Go for
and then we
game.
just attack for.
Oh my god, that's absolutely stupid. But they would love it. Now, do they? They'll put the
Yeah.
whole replay in game for people to watch.
Yeah, that's what history has told us.
Okay. Now this second one, explain this one to me because I watched it and I was like, "What are they doing here?" I thought this one was kind of weird because there's a lot of shenanigans going on. I think I was just like,
Yeah, so
"What is
this
this?"
one definitely is the most fabricated of out of any of them.
Right.
But what's kind of going on here is we're trying to activate grass that grass looks greener
Yeah.
and mill as many cards as possible.
So you have
So what
36
we've
cards
done,
in your deck.
yeah, so what we've done is have a 30 card deck with the skill Meet My Family. So that adds all 7 Crystal Beasts and 1 copy of Rainbow Dragon to the deck. So it's now 38 cards. But
Okay.
beyond that, we're also running the skill. My opponent's running the skill Parasite, or
Hmm.
no, Parasite Infestation. There we
Right.
go.
Yeah.
So that adds 2 parasites to my deck, which makes it even larger.
And you're trying to
Yeah.
resolve grass and look at this. It's like, oh my god.
Mill 31 cards off grass.
See, I thought Cyberstein was going to come into effect here because I'm like, oh, he's gaining all these life points. I thought you were going to end up using Cyberstein, but you're just trying to get Rainbow Dragon out, and then what else? You were just trying to
So
mill as many cards
Rainbow
as
Dragon
possible.
is a 4,000 attack monster.
Right.
It also has a neat effect where it can banish all. I'm pretty sure it banishes all Crystal Beasts from the graveyard,
Yeah, and that's what
and
it's
then it
doing right now.
shuffles all cards on the field back into the deck.
Oh my god, look at this.
So I banished like 13 or 14
Right.
Crystal Beasts, and then I normal summon Cyberstein,
But then, like,
summon Moki Moki King.
but yeah, you didn't like go into any. You went to Moki Moki King. Why? Just cause, right?
So this deck was also to run as many banned cards as possible.
And,
So it ran that grass looks greener. A
yeah.
Cyberstein, Trunade. If you look through the grass mill, you'll see Trunade in there.
Hmm.
And then there was also Invoked Cicadas in the extra deck.
Oh, that was
But we were debating like, well, we want to show everyone that we're running Cicadas as well because it's also banned. But
right.
it would be more funny if we summon Moki Moki King. So,
Right. And it was funny because like you ended up decking him out in the end.
yeah, because I mean Moki Moki King is 300 attack. It doesn't kill anything.
Right. Okay, now this last one, we're gonna start watching. I want you to explain it, and then we're gonna do like a time cut or a time sequence because this thing is literally, in its original form is like 30 minutes long. Even at replay speed, it's over 10 minutes long. So we're gonna do
Yeah.
like you're gonna explain it, and then we'll do like a time cut and jump ahead.
Okay, so this one we talked with chat and tried to find like the just what is the best thing to name this, and the conclusion we came to was TG Hostage Taker. What
Okay.
you're doing is you're taking your opponent hostage.
And explain how this works. I sat there watching. I'm like, what is going on here?
Yeah, so it seems a little strange at first. You might not understand.
Hmm.
Um, side, we're both using Bronk with the skill. I've seen that deck, or I've seen that deck before. Yeah,
That's
that's
the name
right.
of the skill.
Or
I've
that's
seen
the
that
right
deck
skill
before.
name.
Okay.
Um, before, and so uh, the skill doesn't matter. We're just doing it for it to be funny.
Oh, okay.
Um, what actually the important part is that the TG Synchro Monsters, TG Star Guardian, and TG Wonder Magician
Hmm.
have an effect that once per chain, you can activate the effect to Synchro Summon on the opponent's main phase, which
Right.
is pretty neat. However, the fact that it says once per chain means
Oh,
that it's you can activate it multiple times
it's not
in
once
the
per
same turn.
turn. It's not. It's not
Um,
once per turn.
yeah, it's once per chain, not once per turn. And what this results in is if your monster is negated, then you can activate the effect, and then even if it gets negated, you can activate it again on a new chain. What you see in tournament is that sometimes people might use uh, like Fire King Avatar Arvada to negate one of these effects, and then they'll just activate it again because it's once per chain. They just do it as much as possible.
Mm-hmm. So how do we get into this infinite negating here then?
So what we do here is that if we negate Star Guardian and Wonder Magician, we can activate both effects on the same chain, and then once they resolve, we have another monster called Man Beast Ares, Man Beast of Ares or Ares. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not sure how to say it. And it's a very simple monster. A chain resolves, it gains 500 to hack.
And then
Ooh,
you have the option then to then restart the chain, right? Is that what you're doing?
yeah, that is correct. So um, you activate Star Guardian and then you chain Wonder Magician. But since both are negated, nothing really resolves. So the chain
Okay.
just goes through, but
Oh,
because the chain, even if the effects don't resolve, the chain did happen. So Ares boosts itself. Um,
okay. So
so once
you
the chain resolves, you can just do it again.
so you used Forbidden Chalice on one of the monsters and then Fiendish Chain on the other one. Is that what you did? So that they're both
That is
negated.
correct.
Okay, so they're both negated for the rest of the turn. And this is actually on your opponent's turn. They're during their main phase right now.
Yeah.
So
So this is why we call it a TG hostage taker.
all right. So basically every time you do this, your monster is going to gain 500 attack.
That is correct.
Okay, this is the point where we're going to skip forward and we'll show you what it is when he gets to the end, all right? All right, so we fast forwarded like 10 minutes of real time here. We paused it. So we're approaching the magic number here. What did you guys decide to have as your final attack before going in?
Well, we pulled the chat, and at first we were thinking, okay, we'll do 420 as as the final number.
Oh yeah, of
But
course, of
then
course.
chat, yeah, as you would. But as there was some disagreement in chat, and there was like, no, there's a number greater than 420.
Yes, yes.
Um,
I feel like we're approaching that number now.
yeah. And then once we got to 420, we took a second to check the poll, see, or just, read the room, see what everybody was in agreement with.
Right,
And it was, to, it's like, we've gotten into 420, we may as well go the full distance.
right.
So
We're
we
almost
ended up
there.
settling, yeah,
So you actually go above that just so that when you attack, like
yeah.
the final damage done is the magic number here, which we're gonna see. And here we go. He suicides into you for 69,000 damage. Oh my
uh,
god. You guys are just gross. You need to find something to do, man. That's all I'm saying.
this was, yeah. I think there were a number of things we could have done with our time, but we chose to do this.
All right, man. So are you pretty excited about getting into the KCGT then?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to play in the main tournament.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also excited to see who makes it through the top 128.
Mm-hmm. Because you got
I'm
some friends in
sure.
there too, right?
Yeah, we got. I know some people I'm good friends with. I'm sure we're probably going to be streaming it
Oh, nice,
on
nice.
DLE.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, definitely we are. Definitely. Most definitely. I didn't know if you were going to be streaming while you were playing. Probably not, right? That probably wouldn't be good.
Nah,
Nah.
I'll probably pop in. Give my opinions, and
Yep. Then peace out.
yeah.
Yep. So we're all pretty excited. I hope you do well, and I hope honestly you submit the third replay because that would just be awesome if someone had to sit through that. But I'm sure they like wouldn't let you. right? Like you'd submit that and they'd be like, no, give us something else.
Yeah. Yeah. That is the main concern with the way opt to not show it, which
Yeah.
would be a shame, truly
Yeah, so
a
I would say
tragic
maybe send
loss.
in send in the anime one. So if you've made this far into the video, let me know in the chat or in the comments below what you think the replay should be. The first one, the second one, or the third one. I would love to see the third one, but realistically, to get through the first one, maybe the second one. I don't know. Definitely. So let us know what you think in the comments below. But yeah, we're gonna get out of here. But you should get in the Discord because it's free. The tournaments are free, and the new player help is free. Like I said, we're getting out of here. My name is Circus, and that's -1.
Take it easy.
And we'll see you next time.